Okay, um, just finished everything, so here we go. And this only worth 2 points and it's like 8 questions. Okay, imagine that you are president of American Motors Inc. You sell cars in the private market. The following is a survey that has been compiled over the years that shows a relationship between prices of a car as well as quantity supplied and demanded. Okay, so QS, quantity supplied, QS, demanded. So, what is this? That's supply and demand, right? So we can do a supply and demand chart. So let's open up Excel real quick. Alright, so we recall that price price is the y-axis basically, right? So price is y-axis, so that's 12, 10, 9.5, 6, 5, and 3. Okay, so we got that there. Now, um, and we recognize that the quantity supplied is like the x value. So remember, price, y-axis, and this will be x-axis, the quantity supplied. So quantity supplied. All right, so that's what we got. And for quantity supplied, we have $100 when the price is $12. You know, let's go ahead and put a little dollar sign there. Okay, so 85 at $10, 63, 55, 25, and 1. Alright, cool so far. So now, because Excel is limited in its ability, we have to draw actually a whole second graph. So quantity demanded over here. Alright, so over here, when the price is $12, the quantity demanded by people is 10. And this is going to be 25, 33, 55, and it stays the same. So we have to note that in the future. 62 and 95. And actually I have to put 100. Just ignore that. That's and don't worry about it. It's something sort of need to be done for the graphs because it gives two different x values if I don't do that. So now let's graph this. Alright, so make a little scatter plot. So here we have the quantity supplied, right? And remember, just x values and y values. So when x is 1, y is 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and even make sure that shows all the values that are available, right? 3, here we got when x is 25, remember, when the quantity supplied is 25, the price will be $5. So basically, that's us plotting our points there. Let me make it even bigger so you can see it. So just plotted all that. hmm And at when we are at $12, we supply 100. Okay, so first graph done. Now let's do the second graph. Second graph. Alright, and we're going to actually make that one red. And this quantity demanded. Okay, so get rid of those. So here quantity demanded, we just drew it again based on that table up there. So let's take a look at it. So when the price is $12, approximately 10 people would buy it. Okay, it makes sense. If we weren't using cars, imagine a $12 Coke can. You know, no one's gonna buy that. Alright, so now we got our next plot. When the price is $10, 25 people buy it. When the price is $9.50, 33 people buy it, and onward and so forth. And now we've plotted all the points. So, in question 1, you're trying to understand what will be the best price to charge your product. Draw the supply and demand curves given in the previous information, make sure to label all points correctly. So basically we just did that here on Excel, and of course these two graphs will be on one graph, so I sort of did that here. So I combined the graphs together, and this is what happens. Alright, and we're looking at the same exact thing before. Alright, and again, to illustrate, let's just plot one thing. 100, right? So we have our x and we have our y. So when x is 100, or when the quantity supplied is 100, the price is 12 bucks. Alright, and we could do that for the rest of them. Okay, so let's do one for quantity demanded. Let's say, what's our table again? So, looking at quantity demanded, let's say when the price is $10, that's right here, the quantity demanded is 25. So we could draw that. Well, 25 is around there somewhere. So 25 is demanded at 10 bucks. So that was probably easy. You probably already did that by yourself, and I'm probably just annoying you. But now let's go on to the next point. Alright, so we drew that. We're done. Number 2. What is the equilibrium point? And how do you know it's the equilibrium point? What is the equilibrium price and the equilibrium quantity? So this is actually real easy to find. We know that the equilibrium point, and let's go back to the big graph here, is this point where quantity supplied and quantity demanded intersect. Alright, and we can see where it intersects on the table. Intersects right here. And basically we can look at this as where the consumer and the business are both happy, you know, not supplying too much, not supplying too less, everyone's happy. So that's basically the answer there. How do we know it's the equilibrium point? Because the quantity supplied is 55 when the price is 6, and the quantity demanded is 55 when the price is 6. So we can tell because it's where they both meet, basically. That's how I would sort of answer that. So alright, so that's basically what we got. Alright, so that's B, and of course the equilibrium price, here we go. So the equilibrium price, we know it's basically 55. We can see that. And equilibrium quantity is 50. Oh, I messed up. Yeah, what I meant to say, I'm sorry, is that the equilibrium price is $6. Now, the equilibrium quantity is 55. Sorry for that, but you got it. So there we go. Let's move on to the next question. Assume the information is 100% accurate, that we calculated this correctly, okay? What would be the best price to charge for your automobiles? Well, the best price is the equilibrium price. If I charge too much, right, what ends up happening? If I charge too much, not many people are buying, right? So if I well, actually, let's take this more from the perspective of supply. If I supply, so we'll look at the supply line for now.